In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 28, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Washington Nationals. The Colorado Rockies take on the Washington Nationals in Game 2 of a doubleheader after a rainout on Friday night. Things have not been going well for either squad at the moment. The Rockies enter after losing the opener to the Nationals 7-3. They have really struggled away from Coors Field, going just 6-13 so far. The Nationals have had it rough since the get-go, already buried in the National League East cellar and with a pitching staff that ranks near the bottom of the league in most metrics. The Rockies sit with a 20-24 record overall, but they have lost 2 games in a row. In the last game against the Nationals, the offense could only manage 3 runs, and that led to the defeat. The Rockies' offense has been strong this season, but their pitching has really let them down at times. C.J. Cron has been the top player for the Rockies, hitting 12 home runs and driving in 34 RBI. On the other side of this matchup is the Washington Nationals, who have struggled this season, but they have won 2 games in a row. 2 games ago against the Dodgers, it was some really strong pitching, only giving up 1 run. That was the difference on the way to the victory. The top offensive player has been Josh Bell, who has hit 4 home runs and driven in 25 RBI. Neither of these teams has been impressive of late. The Rockies started out strong but have faltered of late, failing to put together consistent performances on the road. The Nationals have failed to stay competitive due to one of the worst pitching staffs in baseball and a lack of clutch hitting. Look for the Rockies bats to pulverize Adon, who has been among the worst starters in baseball to this point. The Rockies have the #1 batting average in baseball and will string together plenty of hits in this one. The Nats may get to Cool, but will really struggle to keep up. Neither starter has been great lately. Cool has 11 earned in his last 12 innings over 3 starts, and Adon has given up 10 earned over his last 3 starts in 13 innings. So the Colorado Rockies money line is our full game side pick. These 2 pitching staffs rank among the worst teams in the league. The Rockies rank 28th in team ERA, while the Nationals rank 29th. There is plenty of firepower on both offenses, so expect to see some fireworks against 2 struggling starters. Look for the bats of Cron, Joe, Bell, and Soto to shine through and generate plenty of power. The over is 4-1 in the Nats' last 5 games, and there is no reason to expect that trend will change on Saturday. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco Giants versus Cincinnati Reds. The San Francisco Giants and the Cincinnati Reds meet Saturday in MLB action from Great American Ballpark. This will be the second installment in a 3-game weekend series. In the opener Friday, Cincinnati secured a 4-run victory. The Giants come into this game with a 24-20 record overall, and they had won 2 games in a row before losing on Friday. In the 2 wins, the Giants scored 22 runs, so the 1 run on Friday was a bit shocking. The Giants' offense has been strong overall this season, averaging 5.09 runs per game, which is second best in the MLB. Jock Pederson has hit 11 home runs and driven in 25 RBI. On the other side of this matchup is the Reds, who sit with a 14-30 record, but they have been a little more competitive the last few weeks. On Friday, it was good pitching that was the difference as they secured the victory. Overall, the Reds are giving up 5.47 runs per game, which is last in the MLB. Brandon Drury has been the top player for the Reds, hitting 8 home runs and driving in 26 RBI. The Giants are 6-1 in Wood's last 7 road starts. The Reds are 2-10 in their last 12 games against a left-handed starter. The over is 4-0 in Wood's last 4 starts on 5 days rest. The Reds are 1-8 in their last 9 games played on Saturday. The Reds scored 5 runs on Friday, and they will score at least that on Saturday. Alex Wood is coming off a start where he gave up 5 runs, and I expect Cincinnati is going to find success against him here. Wood has had some stumbles over his last 2 starts. In that span, he's got a combined 7.1 innings with 8 earned on 14 hits and 3 walks. Wood was able to avoid a loss in one of those, but he only got 1 run of support in his last start. Provided the Reds can keep San Francisco tamped down on offense, I could see Cincinnati getting some scoring opportunities in this one. 5 or 6 runs is going to be enough to get the job done here, so the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. The Giants are averaging 5.19 runs per game and 4.84 runs per game on the road. They averaged 9 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Reds, with Cincinnati giving up 6.24 runs per game at home. The Giants will go over their average in this game. The Reds are averaging 3.88 runs per game and 5.35 runs per game at home. They averaged 2 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Giants, with San Francisco giving up 4.16 runs per game on the road. The Reds will score enough runs to push the score over the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus Boston Red Sox. The Baltimore Orioles have been a feisty team this season as they are last in the American League East with an 18-27 record. They will have young righty Mike Baumann on the bump, and he is coming off a bullpen appearance against the Tampa Bay Rays as he went 3.2 innings and allowed a run on 4 hits with no walks and 2 strikeouts. The Boston Red Sox have been fighting after a terrible start to the season and have fought to get back to 4th in the American League East with a 21-23 record right now. They will be sending veteran right-hander Nathan Eovaldi to the mound and did not factor into the decision against the Seattle Mariners, where he went 6.2 innings and gave up 2 runs on 4 hits with a walk and a season-high 11 strikeouts. The Orioles are 55-121 in their last 176 overall and 34-76 in their last 110 Saturday games. Baltimore is 19-59 in their last 78 in Game 2 of a series. Meanwhile, the Sox are 2-7 in their last 9 versus the American League East and 6-18 in their last 24 opening games of a doubleheader. Boston is 2-9 in their last 11 in Game 2 of a series. The offense of the Boston Red Sox should be able to carry them through this game as in the previous 7 days. They have a team 1.038 OPS, which is more than 100 points ahead of the second-place team in that span. Nathan Eovaldi is also a crafty veteran pitcher that can keep his team in the game here and should do just that. Mike Baumann is a young pitcher that is not going to provide much distance and really make the bullpen work as this Boston team works the count. The Red Sox have won 50 of the previous 73 games. The Orioles now have the misfortune of playing a Boston team that has suddenly turned things around after a dismal start to the season. So the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. Baltimore has seen the under go 27-16-2 on the season entering Friday. The Orioles are 27th with an average of 3.53 runs per game. That drops down to an even 3 runs per game on the road on the season. Baltimore's season average total of 7.89 runs per game this year, a number that edges up slightly to 7.95 runs a game on the road. Boston went into Friday having seen the under post a 22-17-5 mark in their opening 44 games on the year. The Red Sox are 7th in runs per game with 4.7, which decreases to an average of 4.3 runs per game as the home team. Boston's average total this season is 8.93 runs per game going into Friday's action, while that number drops down to 8.8 runs per game at Fenway Park. Both teams have been over machines of late, with the Red Sox entering Friday having gone over in 6 of their last 7 games, while Baltimore has 7 overs in their last 10. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.